Hello, 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 everybody. It's story time. I'm going to be sharing a court case that I saw. So, when I tell my story time or my version of it, it's kind of what I got out of it, the way that I'm going to share it. It's not going to be long, but I just want to share it because it was interesting to me. Anyway, it is a court show. So it's a couple that was trying to conceive. Now, after I guess a couple of years of trying, um, no luck. So the wife got checked out. Tina, the wife, she got checked out. The husband also got checked out. So Tina was fine. Now, Ted, the husband, had a history of prostate cancer running in his family. His grandfather had it. His father had it. But fortunately for them, when they got diagnosed, they had already had children. But Ted, unfortunately, he got it at a younger age, and unfortunately, he wasn't able to have kids. So they considered adoption. And actually, I want to say they really wanted to have their own. So their neighbor was good friends, as they considered them to be good friends. Now, their neighbor had an open marriage. So Ray, I'm going to give him that name. He was the guy, he was the husband. Ray was the husband. So Ray talked to his wife about it. And again, they were good friends. So the wife was like, okay, it's an opportunity for us to help them, have a child. Now, Ted offered to give Ray and his wife like $1,000 a month. So they had a 6-month agreement. The agreement was for Ray to be a donor for them. And they was under contract, or the agreement was for 6 months. So 6 months, Ted would give Ray and his wife $1,000 a month. Okay, now, as I said, Ray and his wife had an open marriage, and they had a 2-year-old son together. Now, at first, they started, as they say, using a turkey baster. And after a few months, that didn't work. So they talked it over. Ted and Tina talked it over, and they talked it over with Ray and his wife that Tina and Ray would be intimate 3 times a week to try to get Tina pregnant. So that didn't work either. So now 6 months has them passed, and they go back to the table. What can they do? What else could they try? So they asked Ray to get checked out. Ray went and got checked out and comes to find out that Ray was sterile. The doctor said Ray had been sterile. Now keep in mind, Ray and his wife has an open marriage. Ray and his wife has a 2-year-old son. So Ray is like stunned, like, is this my son? Now they have a problem. With their open marriage, they both agreed to have this open marriage, but they were supposed to have agreement that they would communicate and agree on who their partner is going to be and let each other know each time that, they went outside the marriage. Now, when Ray approached his wife and told his wife that the doctor said he was sterile, then his wife said, well, there is a possibility that you're not the father. A possibility? This man is sterile. A possibility. So that caused problems in their marriage. But now Ted and Tina still, out of luck pretty much. So they wanted their money back. Ted felt like Ray took this deal to enjoy the pleasure of being with his wife. He knew that he was sterile, but Ray did not know he was sterile. He honestly thought this was his son. So they went to court, and Tina and Ted tried to sue Ray and his wife for $6,000. Like I said, they had a 6-month agreement. So that was $6,000. After hearing the case, the judge sympathized with Ted and, his history, his illness, the condition, But she also told him if she felt like Ray honestly knew that he was sterile, she would give him the money. But in her heart and listening to the case, she did not believe that Ray knew he was sterile. Ray honestly got hurt in this situation too because he thought that this was his son. Although they had an open marriage, he thought this was his son because he told the judge that they were supposed to be protecting themselves, with, not just birth control, condoms as well, so they wouldn't bring nothing back to each other and avoid getting his wife pregnant. So apparently his wife was not following the agreement. Now he need to figure out what him and his wife is going to do. So again, he got hurt in this too. So the judge recommend that, they, try to adopt because biologically this wouldn't be Ted's child, even if this agreement, whatever they did, went through and Tina got pregnant. It would be Ray's baby, biological, So again, she said she could not award them the $6,000 and that she would recommend that they, try to adopt if they really want to raise a family together. Now, what do you think about this? Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me.